I think we're going live. Here we are. Put that back up. That was funny. So Adrienne did the same thing the other day. She joined the wrong stream. So this is why you guys just really don't want me to be prepared. I get things done ahead of time, and then I mess everybody up.
No, please get things done ahead of time. And then that way we'll get used to it. Then we'll know.
I know. It's so funny. And I actually, I think there was something else that I did like that. And it was because I did it early. And it was just like me doing things early turns into problems. All right. And one more thing. Look at this cute hat.
Yeah, okay. Where is the hat from?
This is from, I didn't win this, but Ramsey won it during a better fold poker tournament that I played in. And I came in like 4th, but they can only do shipping to US and Canada. So he said, oh, you can have it. You had to pay shipping. But also it was originally a 90cc, which they just winded down. But 90cc has the NFC chips built in. And so this one, when you tapped it, you got to claim 10 million based. So I'm nice. So I sent, like most of it to Ramsey. Sent half of it to Ramsey, and I kept enough to like cover the shipping. But I love the hat.
It looks good.
It's so cute.
Is it black?
It's black.
Navy? I can't tell. Yeah.
It's black. Black. I've got a ridiculous amount of black hats now, so I'm done. Can you guys do other colors now? I've got enough of the black. So I need other things.
I was shopping with my husband yesterday, and he was like saying he needs a new hat, and I was like, "How do you like crypto hats?"
Like, I have a lot. Can I interest you in? How about some that like don't necessarily look crypto-ish?
I have so many hats. Should we talk about your background?
Yes. Well, let's do this. Why don't we actually start the show?
Should we tell people what to expect today?
Sure. Actually, yes, that is Clankermon in my background. Let me throw this up so you can see the full thing. How cute. And they'll be coming on in about 30 minutes or 25 at this point. But first, we're going to do a little Farcaster news. So why don't we get the show officially started, and we'll be back in 40 seconds. Welcome to GM Farcaster, bringing you everything from breaking news to spicy memes to the deep lore shaping this vibrant digital community. More than just a show, GM Farcaster is your digital third space where the community connects, the stories unfold, and the culture thrives. Whether you're a daily caster or just dropping by, we've got the latest buzz to keep you plugged in. So grab your coffee and let's dive in with your hosts, NounishProf and Adrienne, for another episode of GM Farcaster. GM Farcaster. It is Wednesday, August 27th, and you are here with NounishProf and Adrienne for 29 minutes-ish of Farcaster news, plus a little chat with the Clankermon team. Matthew Fox and Eric are going to be here with their fabulous Irish accents. And I didn't finish tweeting, so let me just tweet this out. I don't know if Clankermon has I think they do. Yeah, they do. So I'm just tweeting out, and if you are on Twitter, please make sure you're following GM Farcaster. Give us a retweet. Let people know we are live, so we can get more folks in here, and so they get to know what's happening in the world of Farcaster and all things Clankermon. I'm really excited about the Clankermon, and you finally got on there, which I'm very excited to chat about.
Yeah, but I have to admit, I don't think I meant to raise little baby mons. I have 3 kids at home that will actually die if I don't take care of them. I can't have like a 4th digital fake baby.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
This is definitely meant for people without children. I hear you.
It's good practice.
It's good practice. It's good practice. Let me tell you, I already, in the first version of this, I already buried 2 because I keep forgetting to train them and keep them alive. And then I was just like, I don't care. I'm like, okay, I can't anymore. I had one left from the original version, and but I did buy a few, and now I am training my other ones. So we'll see if we can keep them alive. And let me just finish this. Oh my goodness, this is taking me way too long to tweet out. In just a bit. Okay. We're trying to get some folks in here. But we've got some other very important news to talk about. Like, I mean, red alert. Taylor and Travis got engaged yesterday. Thank you, Ted, for the PSA, because I don't get on Instagram ever. So that's where this was all dropped. And the funniest part of this is people thought it was Ted.
I can't tell if they really did. I guess they did, but because some were obviously jokes.
Yeah.
I think Random Error was the first
Yeah,
one.
I think he started it, and I'm sure he thought he was joking, but yeah, others were not.
If Rand is listening, I really like your cast game these days.
Oh, good. That's nice to know.
He's been making me laugh. Smash the like button too.
Oh my God, this is so funny. Smash the like button. Yeah,
oh my
some
God.
of them.
Ed and Jason Goldberg, aka Beta Shop. Is that is that the Jason Goldberg?
Yeah, it was not. That is Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, just to make sure everyone understands. And they got engaged, and it was like a big deal. You know what? And here's the thing. Here's what I'm bummed about. When I watched the interview, I watched the podcast, and I'm like, was pretty much like, oh my God, I love them together. This is amazing. And I thought to myself, you know what I should do? I should go place a Polymarket bet on them getting engaged. And I didn't. And that's exactly what happened. And a lot of people made some money off of that. So it's not coming up. So yeah, there's that. I'm like, once again, generational wealth missed because I thought something and didn't take any action of it. But look at this Polymarket. How funny is that? Very funny.
Yeah.
So nothing like a celebrity engagement to remind you that prediction markets will bring the masses on chain. And she ain't wrong. That was from Maneri. She is not wrong on that, because that, I think, is where we've seen some of the biggest traction of people who have no idea that they're using crypto. Like, they don't fully connect the dots on that, which is fine.
Well, that should be the point.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's kind of...
yeah.
But also, like, it's very hard to use Polymarket in the U.S. I mean, you're not allowed to use Polymarket in the U.S., so we can't use it.
I know. So, but seriously, like, yeah, that was crazy how that just went. Zoop.
Do we have to explain who's in the picture?
Mikado.
This is
Mikado. You must know who that is. Taylor Swift, my friend. Taylor, the biggest artist in the world.
And her now fiance. By the way, who is in this picture is giving when Vitalik said he didn't know who Tom Brady was.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. And I closed out the picture already, but yeah, that was beautiful photos. You can find them on Taylor Swift's account on Instagram, and there's a whole bunch more if you're curious. If you're a girly like me and wanted to see all the engagement photos and zoom in on the ring and all that kind of fun stuff. So I did. And the ring was lovely. I did. I was curious. And it was beautiful and it was lovely. And they're just adorable together. And I love them. Travis Kelce, a football player for the Chiefs, if you do not know. And also on my child's fantasy football team. So there you go.
Oh.
So I said, he's going to have a good season. He goes, you think? And I'm like, yeah, happy guy. He's going to play great. He's going to be all happy. He's in a good mood.
Does it work that way?
Things are going well.
It's not the other way? You don't need to be a little angry?
I don't think so. The ones who are always a little off and having crazy times usually get into trouble outside of football and bad things happen. So, no, I think the happy people tend to play well. I don't know. I mean, Tom Brady won all his Super Bowls when he was married to Giselle, I think. Or no, not all of them, but most of them. You know, it all went downhill and they got divorced. So there you go. You be the judge. I'm just making shit up, but there we go. All right.
Yeah, this is out of my league. I have no idea what we're talking about. Can we talk about Farcaster?
Yeah, we're going to talk about Farcaster now. Let's start with the rewards leaderboard. Our friend Moon Pappy ended up at the top. So congrats there. He was at the top the other day. He gave some tips on staying at the top, which was basically cast everything that comes to your brain, was literally what he said. Might work for you, might not. Depends on your brain, I think. I really do. I think it works for some. I think it works for Moon Poppy in July, and that's probably it. I don't know if it works for anybody else. But we've got Moon Poppy and Burt Worston. Patricia Lee taking the top 3. Amazing. So this from Brad Q. Rewards leaderboard results. Top 10 has a bunch of usual suspects. But I hope that doesn't make us think less of their contributions to FC. It's not on them that the algo put them there. And also, you keep liking their casts. So if you don't want to see them at the top, stop liking their casts. Shout out Patricia X. Lee for a top 3. Marlo back in the top 10. And Priyanka with a back-to-back, her first 2. Rocket Man took his co-build release to number 12, and we're hoping to have Rocket Man on Friday to talk more about co-build. And Adrienne, I would love for you to kind of try and dive into the tech side of that, because I know there's some cool, funky things happening in the background that I'm sure I don't understand and I'm completely unqualified to ask questions about. So I'm giving you some homework. Derek, native guy at number 17. Don't remember seeing that high. Welcome, Jen and Tonic. Nice name. At number 21. I don't know who that is, but nice name. Meme coveted 69 to Griv founder Igor Yuzo after his first top 10 last week, which was better. Not he narrowly edged out JC, number 68, who thinks 69 is the only spot that matters on the leaderboard. I do as well, and I ended up at 71. So JC and I were battling back and forth for that 69 spot for a while, for a few days there, and joking back and forth. Peachy snuck in there one time. It was pretty funny. And then Igor ended up there. So I did post on his cast. JC, he's in our spot. So anyway, keep an eye out for first timers who celebrate with them. So congrats to everybody who was able to make it onto the leaderboard today. Oh, you were in the 69 spot too for a little bit there, Adrienne. Yeah, you were circling.
Hanging around there.
Circling. Yeah, we were circling that thing, and Igor just snuck right in.
And then I climbed the leaderboard. I think I
as you
ended
do
in the 50s.
As you do.
Total no man's land. Can I make a quick PSA to people listening?
Sure. Yes, go ahead. I have a feeling.
Yes. Really? Oh no, this is not.
Oh, that was going to be about their worth.
No.
Go ahead.
We see your chats in YouTube. A lot of people are chatting on YouTube, and we can chat back with you and say hello, and that's really cool. If you are chatting to us on X, we can't text you back, but we see them. But also there's a bug where all the comments that are coming through to our studio are coming in with the wrong timeline. So they get sent to no man's land. So we also have to make an effort. So we don't always see them as soon as you text them. So just apologies. So if you want us to be more active on chat, join in YouTube, but otherwise just say what you want and we'll find them when we can.
We'll see it eventually. That's
but what is that bug? When
I don't know, it's weird. So they
are
it's on a, I don't know, something got messed up with the X connection over the past week, where like those comments are coming in at the top rather than coming in order of the way they're coming in. They're just getting dumped at the top because the timestamp's wrong. So it's weird. Ooh. And Yes to Crypto had his first $60 spot this week in that tier. 79, which is 10 better than 69. No lies there. No lies said. True story. Are we sure the diamond is real? Taylor Swift's diamond? I don't know. I mean, honestly, wouldn't surprise me if she went for something fake. It did not look, it wasn't a very flashy diamond, by the way. I mean, it was very nice, understated, kind of like old school I don't know. Felt very her. Like she can have whatever she wants. Like she doesn't need to flash a big rock. So anyway, it was cool. You should go check it out. Sorry, we zip back.
All right,
Moving forward, back to Farcaster.
Yeah.
Back to Farcaster. While everyone jumps over to Instagram to go check out your service engagement. Okay, this from Varun. What we're working on this week: Warplet improvements, price alerts for your favorite tokens, improving trending token filters. 2, new color scheme, giving the mobile app a little touch up. We'll talk more about that in a minute. 3, tweaking the feed algo to recommend more interesting content. Okay, I'm down for that. Lots of small improvement. You know what else would help with that? Just a thought. And it's wild, but a trending feed. Lots of small improvements, fix bugs with video, slow loading pages, mini apps, etc. And 5, app-based storage. Make it easy for apps to offer free onboarding to Farcaster users. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So we shall see as these things roll out. But on that note regarding design and colors and fun things like that, come on, load for me. Why are you being like this? I'll let it load in the background. Blockheim is working on the color scheme, and they're looking for folks to help with this. So GM folks, big news. See posters 1 and 2. Sloke, Big Ola, and we'll talk about who that is in a second. Tanis and I have been busy breaking the UI to bring you a more vibrant purple and true dark mode. Now we need brave souls to join the real dark side and help us test it to catch bugs and tell us what we missed. Qualifications 18 plus. Dog years count if you ask nicely. To get on the beta, just like or comment and we'll get you set up in the next few days. As you can tell, I am not interested in this particular one. I generally, volunteer to test all the things, but since I do not generally use dark mode, I'm probably not the best tester for this. I use dark mode for certain apps, and I can't even explain why, but I'm always in dark mode. There's certain apps that I use in dark mode, but most of them I use in light mode. And the reason we use light mode here, even though I know it blinds some of you, it does not, at least maybe the new one will, but the dark mode Farcaster does not look good on screen. And I remember watching Dillstack used to use it in dark mode, and it always was a little bit harder to read and things like that. So that is why. But if you like dark mode and you want to volunteer to test this is your opportunity. And I'm excited to see the new colors and stuff. So, okay. They're doing things. They're over there. They have a couple more designers too. So they're, moving and grooving. This is
Did you say a couple more?
A couple
One
more.
more?
One more. Well, I don't know. Who's this guy?
Double?
React Native. I guess just 2.
Yeah.
That's
double,
50%
but that
more.
Is, yeah.
It's 50%.
100% increase in designers.
I think it's 1,500% increase in designers. I believe that's the way the math works now. If you've heard about drug prices. All right. So this from the Big Olal just joined the Farcaster. Can you guys just get easier names? Blockheim's nice and easy to pronounce. Sloke is even easy. I don't know how to say this one. Big Olal just joined the Farcaster team yesterday. Excited to have a very experienced React Native engineer on the team. He's already cooking on his first big project with Blockheim. So very cool. We're improving the front ends. Very exciting.
I wonder if they're maintaining their Merkle starter pack.
Ooh.
Because there was a starter pack if you wanted to follow everybody.
That's a good point. Yeah, we should go check and see if they are.
But starter packs haven't gotten much love.
They haven't. You know what? And I was just thinking about how useful those are, because I onboarded my class, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And I was like, those are very useful. And I was thinking I need to make a couple more, but I was like, I bet there's some really good ones out there. We don't have a good discovery mode for them. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. So we need some better discovery for the starter packs, but they are really useful. This from Android 16. Sometimes I reflect on how lucky we all are to be debating frontier subjects like how creator coins accrue value or whether prediction markets reflect reality. Most people are struggling these days, anecdotally, and the general economic climate is harsh. To feel secure and have bandwidth to work on this stuff is a gift. So nice appreciation post. And I just really liked the sentiment. And I agree. And sometimes focusing on things like how creator coins accrue value, whether prediction markets reflect reality, actually takes us out of reality. And sometimes that is needed.
Yeah.
So there's that too. Okay. This from Yasik. World premiere, Degens. Starting September, we're blasting a spot ad on Bankless, one of the biggest CryptoPods YouTube channels. Here's the premiere narrated by the man, the myth, the legend, Trussell State. So I'm not going to play it. You'll have to wait and watch it on Bankless, but I'm just going to play. I'm not going to play the sound, but very cool. Cool to see this happening. And I like that Yasik is now just thinking about different ways to approach Degen and getting the word out about the project. So appreciate the efforts here. And then this related from Yasik, I've been thinking about it, and burning supply doesn't feel like the right move right now. I'd rather focus on driving demand through partnerships, marketing, and growth. Better to invest 1 million to bring in 20 million of value than burn it. Let's grow the brand and the community. Okay, we're down with that. So Adrienne, you want to pitch? You want to make a pitch to Yasik real quick? Well, we got him.
No, I'm going to slide into his DMs first.
We're sliding in. In, Yasik. We have thoughts. We have ideas. We'd like to talk. All right. But love to see it. I love to see the efforts, of course. I feel like this is a moment for a little disclaimer real quick. We both hold Degen, just, FYI, and also cryptocurrency is very volatile. Please be careful out there. NFA, DYOR. Also pump my bags. Anyway, just kidding. Okay.
Did you just vote? Did I lose your volume?
Did you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, I don't hear you. Do you hear me?
How about this? Can the people in the chat hear me? Because maybe it's just Adrienne, because I think I'm still on. So can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, we can hear both of you. Okay, great. Thank you. Before we continue on, I think our chat will tell us if they can't hear us. So that's good. But Adrienne can't hear me. So that's not good. Can you hear me now? Oh, it's her AirPod. Oh, here she goes. She's going to have to switch headphones again. This is what's happening. She's having headphone problems lately. She had a problem on Monday as well. So I'll just continue on without her. We're going to talk about the other fox right now. The other fox we sometimes see on the timeline. MetaMask just announced no more seed phrases or private keys. It's time to onboard your friends and family who can't be trusted to store their SRP securely. Creating a MetaMask wallet with Google and Apple is here. So this is interesting. Like I mentioned, I just onboarded my class. I used to onboard them to MetaMask because early on that was the wallet I was most comfortable with. And it was always challenging, like very, very challenging to explain why you have to have these, seed phrases and all this stuff. So for newbies, it was really, really difficult. So I moved to Coinbase Wallet last year because it was easier. And then this year I gave them like 3 different wallets. And I didn't choose MetaMask because of this reason. So this is interesting to see. Security is still a concern for me. Like, I don't know how secure these methods are. It makes me a little nervous for my own use, but for somebody who's new, who's probably not going to do much, especially with at a class or something like that, where I know I'm giving them funds and I'm telling them not to buy anything, and and they can just switch to a different, if they want to continue on, they could get a ledger or something like that, or move to a more secure wallet if they felt they needed to. But it is great to see this getting easier for people who do want to experiment with crypto. So fun to see. Are you back? I'm just talking.
back.
And okay, good. Wasn't sure if you could hear me.
You know what's not getting easier?
What's not getting easier?
Like my audio.
Yeah, what is going on with your headphones
to
these days?
might be, I don't even know. I don't know. But it wasn't, I don't know what happened. But it might be time for me to like get a real studio.
I think you do. I think it's time. I think we need some better lighting, a little bit better lighting, maybe a green screen. Your microphone's
and I
good.
think we should do, I think you and I should be living in the same city, and we should do it in person every day.
I'm not moving to New York. I'm not moving to New York. So if you want to move to Florida, I'm down.
Okay.
I see Matthew Fox down there. We'll be with you just a couple minutes, Matthew. And I hope I think Eric's joining us as well. Couple more things. So I did onboard my class to Farcaster as one of their wallets. So Rainbow Coinbase wallet at this point, it's not the beta one yet, but they're supposed to be getting access, and Farcaster. So that was interesting, really interesting to get them set up. I ran into a couple little challenges. So, if you use an invite code for like 20 something people all at once, it was an interesting experience. And then I asked for recommendations on mini apps. So my requirements were 70% of the class has never used anything in crypto. 94% are entrepreneurship students, all Gen Z, and they have no funds. So tell me what your apps are. And I got some great recommendations. Most of them I knew or had thought about. Some I did not. But they were really good recommendations. So if you're looking for recommendations on apps, go through this thread, because it was pretty good. And I'm going to take some of those and create a different thread that's a little more organized for my students. And it'll be available in the FGCU channel. So if you're looking for that, you might want to check it out later today. And one of the really cool things that came from that is Kenny did this, paying my weekly rewards forward with $80 in bounties claimable by NounishProf's students. These are open bounties, so if anyone wants to help incentivize students exploring on chain, just click the Add Funds button. Bounties include guerrilla Ethereum marketing. I'm going to be shocked if anyone takes that one on, but maybe. Take a trip to the beach. We have a beach on campus. Take an egg to the library. I thought that was just funny. TikTok tour of FGCU. Find Edgardo Carmona, an artist who apparently has a lot of works in the Fort Myers area. Get a selfie with me, which is probably going to be the hardest one because I'm not going to be on campus for a couple weeks. And visit Ilico Arena, home of Dunk City. That is our on-campus arena. So very cool for Kenny to do this, totally out of the blue. And it was amazing. So very excited to see my students tackle this. I had to check the dates on this. I may have to have them extended because we're not back for another week or so. But very cool. And thank you, Kenny, for doing that. That was amazing. This from DevCon, we're joining forces with Base Paint. This Wednesday, artists can paint together on a shared canvas to create pixel art with the theme Ethereum in Buenos Aires. The final piece can be minted with 90 to 95% of the income going directly to the artist, and everyone who mints has a chance to win one of 5 free Dev Connect tickets. Very cool. We can't wait to see what the community creates. I haven't done Base Paint in a while. Like very early on, I think like 9 days in after they launched, I was doing it like every day for a good couple months, and I haven't for a long time. But it's such a cool platform that anyone, you sign in with your wallet, you add pixels to this canvas and I always would just go on and put noggles. The first noggles that you ever see on a Base Paint were probably mine. And you can add to it, and there are some incredible pixel artists, like incredible, who add to this canvas every day, and then they get paid a portion of any minting from it, and it's very cool. So based on how much they contribute. So go check that out if you have a base paint brush,
Very cool.
or if you don't, go mint it and support the artists who are contributing. Very cool. This from JC, our friend JC. If you're in New York and are interested in joining me October 15th to 17th to learn more about Aptos at our signature event, Aptos Experience, DM me for a free ticket. If you want to be more boots on the ground and join the Boys Club team in creating content and bringing the vibes, we're giving away 3 all-expense paid trips in the cast below. You can get a paid trip, Adrienne. You should do this.
I live here.
What you
I need to go somewhere else.
But I mean, they might get you a nice hotel room or something. What you can expect on stage: stable coins and RWAs, bringing the creator economy on chain, crypto regulation, launching public projects on chain, finding PMF, leading trends from top crypto investors. So very cool. Go check this out. This will be a really fun event.
P.S. They don't have to pay me. I'm going to go anyway, and I'll probably cast about it. So
very cool. But
We'll
make
see.
sure hit JC up for a ticket.
Okay.
Here is some helpful info that I saw on Twitter, and for some reason Zora decided not to put it on Base or Farcaster, which I found a little frustrating. So Zora's not the best with comms. I'm just going to say it straight out flat because they never have been. And this really frustrated me because literally you can turn every post on the Base app into a coin. This seems like it would be helpful to have. There was a whole controversy here that happened over on Twitter. If you want to read about it, I'm not going to dive into it, but you can go check this out. Tyson Fury's account launched a coin. They were working with a kind of a known rugger, and it went exactly how you'd expect it to go. So Zora made some very useful updates to the way in which they're going to deal with this. So I think this is super helpful to know. And any coins that break their community guidelines are going to be hidden by Zora. Hidden coins are now only visible in your wallet holdings with a warning. You can trade, sell, or transfer your hidden coins. So that is some important information because some people who were rugged on that one could then not access them because they weren't seeing it in their wallets. I think they just hid it completely for a little bit while they figured some things out, and then they created this new thing in the background. So there you go. I also went on Zora last night and actually launched my Zora coin. So yes, that is me, and I did post it in the pinned cast along with my clanker. So
Congratulations,
just FYI.
Prof.
Whatever. Yeah. Well, I
like
go ahead.
I say when I did mine, I didn't say I launched it. It was like
Yeah,
just
I mean
kind
Zora
of
launched it.
quietly
Yeah,
turned it on. Like
Yeah,
I was like, okay.
And I'll explain the reason actually.
Yeah.
Because on Paragraph, you can now pair a coin with each post. So we're going to be alternating between mine and Adrienne's coins because we haven't launched the GM Farcaster one intentionally yet. And we're going to start experimenting with a episode recap. So after each episode, we'll have a recap of it on Paragraph that'll have the full show notes as well as an expanded summary. And the reason we're doing this is because Antimo really wanted that. And I was like, you know what? It's not a bad idea, and it shouldn't take me that long to do. So if you are interested, you can see all the chapters as well as the show notes, and all the links that we show will be in this. And we're not going to email it out, but it will be on Farcaster, and you can subscribe on Paragraph, and then you will get a notification when we post those. So there you go. Couple quick things. 2 more things before we get to Clankermon. I just thought this was funny. US Open Fits featuring Labubu and Big Pickle propaganda. So Adrienne, you're going to the US Open. I would like to see you capturing Pickle and Labubu, things that you see while you're there. And please share them on the timeline.
I will happily take pictures. I don't even know what these things are. I'm sorry.
Funny you say that.
Yeah.
The home feed Algo loves Labubu's. It's from Matthew B.
I'm with people pleaser.
I'm just gonna
Actually,
say Labubu's are fucking dumb.
I'm not with people pleaser because I didn't even bother to know what they are.
You're with Will Warren. Linda asked my husband to guess what a Labubu was, and he said a baby stroller brand, and that's not a bad guess. And it really isn't. It should be a baby stroller brand. So, but it's not. And lastly, this last thing from Aniri. One of the best things about Coinbase is that we work hard, but we take rest seriously too. Many folks on the team will be on recharge this week, so we'll be slower to respond. Also, the base app, this cap has a market cap out of office. I just like the out of office hat, and I think we should get some. I would like one of those, Aniri, please, and thank you. Okay. Let's bring up our Clankermon crew. I'm very excited to chat with them. I did do a stream where I revealed my Clankermons, but we're going to talk about all the things. So bringing up Matthew and Eric, are you there? There he is. There he is. All right.
Well,
it's Mr. Producer and Mr. Executive Producer for those of you who play trivia.
In the flesh.
In the flesh.
Yes, sir.
This is who I'm usually talking to in the background. And
Amazing.
They're usually in my ear while I'm doing the stuff on the screen. So when you hear me saying Mr. Producer, this is who I'm usually talking to Eric. And then if I say Mr. Executive Producer, it's Matthew Fox.
Yes, sir.
He's doing other stuff in the background. He's usually not talking to me. So we're so excited to have you here. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, is right. Thank you so much.
And we're going to talk about the reason we can't have trivia right now.
Clankermon. What a summer. It's really been on our side anyway. Maybe not for everyone else yet. It's been a real Clankermon summer.
It's been a Clankermon summer. Yeah.
I feel like I blinked and it was June. And I blinked and I woke up here in August and we finally shipped it. But yeah, it's here
Amazing.
now. So, thank God.
And they're freaking adorable, by the way. I love the Clankermons. Like the Clankermons themselves are so cute. We'll talk about I know there's more to it than cuteness, but we got to start with the cuteness and then we'll move into like what's really happening behind the scenes. But they're amazing. And I'm just really excited for you guys. I think these came out incredible and it looks great. The whole mini app is great. But look how cute these are. So explain what Clankermon is and how this is all connected to the tokens and all of that. Like we want to kind of dive in a little bit to the text happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, for sure. I guess it kind of all started from like a joke and a meme about Clankers feeling kind of like Pokemon Go in the sense of like they're just kind of popping up everywhere and everyone's rushing trying to like get the next one or the newest one. And it just kind of started from there. And then we
gotta collect them all. Is that what you're saying? We gotta collect all the meme coins.
You can go for it. Yeah, I wouldn't use those exact words per se for better of reasons. But yeah, we just came up with this idea, like a trading app where the coins became like ways for you to look after your monsters. But to be honest, when we launched that app, everybody was training their baby mons and wondering what the monsters would be, and nobody really cared to actually trade inside the app. So we doubled down on the actual thing that people were clicking buttons on and built this whole on-chain game around the idea of coins becoming cute monsters in a game world where we interact with the market as like a game mechanic, but we don't interact with the market as much as like you have to actually constantly trade. So if you're playing Clankermon and your mon's not doing so hot today, that sucks, but like it's not as painful as maybe losing $10,000 in unrealized profit and loss, which is a completely different user experience and a completely different user mindset when they're playing a game that involves these mechanics. So it's a little less stressful crypto with a bit of like fantasy crypto mechanics on the side.
Now there's still like, do you still have, I see my portfolio still in there. Can you still trade within the mini app though? Or
yeah. We kept all the trading features and we will keep them and we might dress them up in the future. But the number one priority is the game, especially when you're in places like Farcaster or Base where you've got a really great like probably like S tier, first best in class wallet experience. There's just no point competing with that. But if we go somewhere else, like if we pop Clankermon into World or any other place that maybe doesn't has as good of trading infrastructure, that's where those trading features actually start to make sense or be interesting to other people.
Okay.
I don't
Ooh.
think it's worth competing on trading inside Farcaster or base app. I think that's a battle you're not going to win.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check out the mini app. And I probably should be having you guys do this so you can actually hit on the important things. But you've got like your chapter 1. By the way, when you first open it up, there was a great intro video. Can you please post that somewhere? It's really cute. Like, but I can't see
yes,
it
it'll
again.
Pretty awesome.
Like I
Yes,
can't get
will
back
do.
to it.
Yes,
So-
absolutely.
I will write that down so we don't forget to post it later.
I don't
I'm
think
like,
you'll
it's
forget.
really good. And I'm like, I can't, it's a great intro video for everyone to
Prof.
see. And it was very cool.
Did
Yeah.
you see what Eric just did?
He's writing it down. Yeah.
He's got a to-do
Thinking-
list.
He's got a
That's-
to-do list.
that's-
I can do
that's
this,
how
of course.
that's how the world works.
Well, I'm an old-fashioned pen and paper.
I need to add
Get it
this
on?
to I needed to add this to the fandom thing. Things our fandoms would know that to-do lists are not my thing. When I make a to-do list, it means I've really lost the plot. And I can no longer keep myself organized. It's not a good sign. It's not a good
It's the
sign.
last straw. It's the last
It's
straw.
bad things are happening. You also have like this ranking. Now the rankings are the rankings of the Clankermons. So are
Yes,
these
this is
being
your daily ranking?
now tell me, like, what is that pulling in? Like, is it the actual Clankermons or is it pulling from like the data of the token?
So this is based off market performance in the past 24 hours. So every 24 hours, we pull in the data for all the mons that have coins on the market. And based off their performance in the past 24 hours, we either buff them or nerf these characters. So if you had a runner, which was the first one there, you would have had a great day yesterday. And if you want to
Okay.
hit all the way at the bottom, we'll see who had the worst day yesterday. If you had a nice, you were not having a nice time in the dungeons. But yeah,
Very
that's
cheesy,
pretty
very
much
cheesy.
the core mechanic there. Yeah.
Love it, though. So is it okay? So this is why I haven't gone into the dungeon yet, because I wanted to understand a few things. So is this impacting how well you'll do in the dungeon?
Yes.
Based on-
Yes. So your stats will go up or down
Oh, that's wild.
based on
Okay.
that number.
Okay.
Let's help you out here real quick. Let's make sure
Yeah.
this looks right for you. Let's
Okay. I'm
in
scared.
your Chrome, let's zoom out like 80 to 80% zoom, and then the mini app should look good.
Oh, wait a minute.
Just
I don't even know.
cropping the rankings just by a little bit.
All right, hold on. Hold on one second. Let me make an adjustment without people watching.
Technical difficulties.
Sorry, we need to
Yeah.
put you on blast.
Yeah, like
bad.
I need to like do this without people watching. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now it's good. Okay,
Oh,
so
I
I
love
see
it.
what you're saying.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's
Much
better.
better.
Okay, so we've got that, and then we've got all of our our mons are here. So these are the ones that are. So these aren't my baby mons. These are my actual Clankermons. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
These are your
So-
Clankermon.
I think I activated this one and was going to put it in a dungeon, and then I was scared, so I didn't. But this was one of mine.
Yeah.
I have 5.
Awesome.
And then is it edit team? I think that's where I find the rest of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have my little
that clanker pull
clanker.
was great. I love that clanker.
Great. I love my
That stream was-
clanker.
That stream was great.
I've got a paradox. I've got 2 blondes, and I've got a ratchet, which I've never even heard of that one. I was like, I never even heard of that token. I didn't even know what that was. So also, this is kind of like a little bit of advertising for these tokens because, yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think there's
So-
a lot of fun stuff we can do there as well. With like when things are happening narrative-wise with certain tokens, that we can kind of craft that into visuals or videos or storylines alongside it. Because like we have Dish in the game. Dish is a character in the actual game. He's in
Shut
there.
up.
We kind of have this like parallel fictional universe, like just building underneath the game
Oh my
that
god,
kind of mirrors
that's
crypto and all
awesome.
this stuff, but purely in a
awesome.
creative sense, not in a token go up, token go down. Like
I
bad
wanna
things
be-
happen. That's like the challenge that they're trying to overcome type of vibe. But that's a longer term thing that will kind of step into the game as it goes. Just little
That's so funny.
storylines for you to kind of pick up on.
I want Adrian and I to be characters who just like pop up and tell people that their lack of success is not their worth and it's okay or something like that. It would be really funny. Like when they die in a dungeon or something, it'd be like, it's not,
It's
your
not
worth.
you, it's the dungeon.
It's not worth it. It's
It's
a
not you.
dungeon. You're okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
You're
about it.
okay. You had the store over here. Explain the store because I don't understand the store. So I need help.
Store is early. There's definitely a lot of changes coming to store. We just wanted to have some kind of V0 in there to get things rolling. The store is just basically a shop in the game where you can buy and sell certain items. Its role will become less important over time as we get the player marketplace live. But
Okay.
it will act as a way to sync a certain amount of items in the game or put a certain amount of items into the game at a certain price to kind of control inflation within the game economy.
Okay. So, but do any of these items do anything? Do they help you in the dungeon or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. So we got 4
Okay.
main items. Eric, do you want to jump in and give us a breakdown of the items
Yeah,
that I got
sure,
in the
man.
happen?
No, that's all right. That's all right. 100%. So the big ones for that you can buff your Clankermon with are attack, speed, and defense. And there's 3 tiers of each, where one gives you 10%, 25%, and the third level gives you 40%. You can purchase them in the store, and they get applied for a certain amount of hours. I can't recite the exact hours now, but depending on the level of the buff, it gives you that X amount of percent boost for that amount of time. And you can then, in the dungeons, it boosts your defense or attack or speed, just so you can succeed it and have a successful dungeon. And when you can also sell them, you can purchase more of them. So as Matthew was saying, this is the early store. You can trade it along. In the future, it'll move to marketplace. So it'll be cool to see how users navigate and create different trades amongst each other. We've already noticed that some people are trading Clankermon, so it's very cool to see that they're doing their own custom. You can call it custom trades because they are. So it's really cool. But that's marketplace's job in the next couple of weeks. I don't know exactly the ETA, but it's coming soon.
Okay, so when you're saying they're trading, the Clankermons themselves are NFTs, yes? Is
Correct.
that correct?
Everything's an NFT.
And
All
Everything.
these items
So
you
the
see-
store, that's what I was going to ask you. The
Yeah,
store is
yeah.
also NFTs?
oh, it's also an NFT.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's very
And,
cool.
Yeah. With the store, you can't withdraw the items from your Clanker wallet, but Clankermon you can withdraw into your external wallet.
Okay. And then you have some quests in here too. So having like a Babymon reach level 1, use total energy, blah, blah, blah. So there's a whole bunch of little quests in here. And then it's giving you different things on here. Like, okay, so if I'm following the team, shouldn't I have been rewarded this?
Yeah, so right now you got to go in and actually click the button, and that's where it checks, and then lets you know that you've done it or not. Oh, 2 for 3. 2
Wait
for
a minute.
3.
No way. That's not true. There's no way that's true.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Oops.
Okay, it might be
Oops.
true. That's weird. How did that happen?
That must be a Merkle thing. That must be a Merkle thing.
That
Or-
must be a Merkle thing. That was not my fault. It was not my fault. Okay, so we check status and now I can claim it. Okay, cool. Well, that was good. I
Yeah,
can do it
exactly.
live. We do it live.
Yeah.
So there we go. All right. So now how do I get back here? Okay,
There's a little
quest complete.
complete animation. Yeah.
Okay. The animations are really, really well done, by the way. There's some
That's
really
all, Matthew.
good, really good
You-
animations.
I just want to say
oh,
sorry if you're on iPhone 13 or 14. I'm working on it. I'm going to get an iPhone 13. We're going to fix all these issues you're facing. The animations look great on Android and great on my old iPhone, but for some reason I borrowed a 13 the other day and I was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's dreadful on iPhone. I have an iPhone 15. It sometimes lags, but most of the time it's fine. But I've heard from a lot of users, unfortunately, that they are having a bad experience on some certain iPhone models, just like Matthew said, 13.
Oh, wow. Okay. I just ended up with a whole bunch of stuff and I don't even know what it is, but cool. I got some things. Very cool.
Nice. Clicking the
Um,
buttons, getting
Let me go. Yeah, just clicking buttons. I've been afraid to do anything, so thought I was gonna mess something up. So this is
Yeah,
good.
let's hit your first dungeon here.
Yeah, let's go.
We won't
wait
get
a
to
minute.
find
I
out
want
what
to
happened while we're here.
do
but-
one more thing over here. So this is where I went and did like reveal, This was really fun. So if you haven't revealed yet, go here, or you can purchase a Clankermon. Just a note, I'd like to purchase more. Thank you. I would have bought more. You won't let me. So anyway, just letting you know, would have bought more.
Perfect. Noted. That's probably our biggest bit of feedback on the mint so far.
Okay,
Yeah,
so if I
good
go
feedback.
in, and I'm just going to mention, Adrienne might have to peace out in a little bit. So if you see her just pick up and leave, don't be offended.
No worries.
She's
Yeah,
heading to the U.S. Open today, and
I'm
she's
going
going
to feed. I'm going to train my baby mon.
Trading. You just have one little baby mon. Is that what you got going on right now?
I went through the onboarding process 2 days ago after Monday's show, so I can prepare for today.
Awesome.
Excellent onboarding. By the way, I don't clank a lot, and I don't Pokemon a lot. I don't play games. Like, this is
No
out of my,
worries.
like, there's not a lot of like familiar comps for me, but
Yeah.
I went through the onboarding. Excellent. Really, really good for someone who has like no context of what to expect. Like, it worked really smooth. But anyway, no, I didn't go. I just got my free baby mon. Everyone gets a free baby mon, and I got it, and I've been training it, and should I be doing something else? Someone offered
No,
to
little
send me a
Tamagotchi
Clankermon.
vibes.
Keep
Yeah.
them
What does
alive.
that
Just
mean?
Tamagotchi vibes for the beginning game. So you can just
It's
literally
a-
check on that.
It's a
once or twice
millennial
a day.
thing. It's a millennial
Okay.
thing. Yeah, it was
okay.
after us. It was after us. Tamagotchis are after us.
Okay.
That's how old we are. We
It's
are
a Clankermon
older than
thing. It's a
Tamagotchis.
Clankermon thing.
Clankermon thing. Yeah.
Okay.
You're just training it and keeping it alive. Adrienne was like, "Yeah, but I have real kids, and I have to keep them alive."
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like a real kid, but
Clankermon's at home.
accelerated.
If you don't
It'll only
feed
take you a
it,
week
it
to raise
cries.
this one, and then
Yeah,
you can
it
see
will
what
die.
happens.
It will die.
Is that what you should expect? Is it like if you get one baby mon, should it take about a week to train it?
It should take about a week in this current stuff, the current settings. We are going to get more straight up forward about that, so you actually know what to expect going in. So you're like, okay, I'm going to check in for X amount of days in a row and look after this thing. We also want to make the Babymon experience actually fun, so it's something you do passively with your energy that's left over in the future, like little mini games, like little doodle jump, but it's the little Babymon or whatever.
Okay.
Just to make that a little more fun and a little less like clicker tedious, and also add in a little bit of skill based stuff. But yeah, for the foreseeable couple of weeks, it will just be logging in and pressing the button. So that's about the height of it for the Babymon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we training the babies or are you training us? I feel like I'm the one being trained.
You are.
It's
You
a
are.
circle. It's a circle. It's going around. It's going around.
Okay.
Clankermon is now at the top of the MIDI app leaderboard. So that
Yes,
answers
sir.
your question, Adrienne.
That's right. I got it.
Because you have to go in to train your little mon. So it's smart.
been fine, and I got to get to level 10.
Yes.
Yeah, level 10 for
Okay.
these guys. Yeah.
I just got myself to level 3, feeling fine. And I did some quests. So they were like, it wasn't just only one button I was pressing. I pressed a few. So it's
Let's go.
All
Let's
right.
go.
I'm enjoying
Love to
it.
see
Awesome. Good.
Love to see it.
Okay, let's dive back in here. We're gonna go into a dungeon. I told you I was scared, so I didn't do it. By the way, we need to upgrade your Clankermon. We need a nice little banner here. Like, let's get some pro going here. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll get the account going. We'll get
And
the
you
account
guys
going.
need some backgrounds. Look how cute mine is, and you guys don't have any. You need, let's step it up here, people. You got cute
We're
stuff.
slacking. We're slacking.
We gotta help you.
Sorry,
We gotta help
Stop,
you.
they haven't
We gotta
slept in
level up.
3 months.
It's our first time being live, okay? It's our first
Like-
human social
Like
interaction.
no, yeah, we haven't talked to humans in 3 months. I swear, like since trivia, they haven't talked to anybody. They're like, okay, we can't do trivia anymore. We're done. We have to not talk to people for a little bit.
I didn't think it would be 2 months, 3 months.
I know.
I
It's
thought
so
it'd
funny.
be like 2 weeks, and then it just happened.
Just like a construction job, you always
Kept
underestimate.
Going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just fall into it as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna go into the back alley. Sounds scary. And
Yeah,
I
maybe
have
we should
my
start with like a training course or something. Maybe we should make like a free
Can we get a
back
training
alley,
course? That would
the
be
obstacle
great.
course or something. Yeah,
I would love a training course just
Where-
so I don't feel
where you
scared.
can't die.
Like, because I'm like, what does 58% success mean? Does that mean like it might die? And then what happens?
Yes, we need to be way more explicit about that. So you will get a warning if it's going to die. So if you hit start dungeon and it's blue,
Okay.
that means it will not die. but if you get a red warning, that means you should probably heal it beforehand.
Okay. All right. So I'm going
Yeah.
to click start
Go for
dungeon.
it.
Okay. And confirm. Yes. Are you sure? Not really, but I'm going to anyway. This is why I'm using my blonde, because I have 2 of them. So I was like, if one of them dies, it's okay.
You can revive
Yeah.
when they die.
You can
Okay.
revive as well. That
It's not
dying doesn't
permanent.
just disappear from your wallet.
So dungeon successful. So now what happens now? Now that it's in the dungeon.
So you see the way we have little dial menu above the bottom nav bar, where it's like
This?
the swords, the hourglass, and the timer. If you hit
Yeah.
over to that hourglass, that's your pending dungeons. So all dungeons take a while. This one takes an hour. It kind of scales up from there. The general idea is that you can just tap in once, twice, maybe 3 times a day and get everything you need to do in the game done. They're some of my favorite kind of passive games. I think they could work really, really, really well on chain, where everything has a little bit of value, and on a social graph where you actually see these people on a daily basis and have that kind of social effect of your friend shares it and you click back into it, or a new feature launches or a new chapter launches and you come back and check it out for a while. Maybe there's something here that you stick around for this time. But there is tons of games like this on the internet, but they're just like niche little internet games with like 50 to 100,000 players, but they don't have any of the advantages of the social graph or any of the value bearing advantages of doing it on chain. So
Cool.
I think there's a lot we can do here.
And then, this is my history, but I don't have any yet. And then
not
my
quite yet.
dungeons again. So this is really where I want to be right now with this, just to kind of check in and check back in an hour and see what's going on.
Yeah,
Is that
you
what I'm
should
doing?
get a notification in an hour, but I believe there's a little bug. But you should have get a notification in an hour saying that your dungeon's ready to be revealed.
Okay.
But I will fix
All right.
that today. I just, for some reason, they stopped working, the notifications.
Oh, and the other thing, so the other reason I didn't go into the dungeon the other day is I had gone in, used all my little energy to train my baby mons, and then I had no energy left, and I'm like, oh shoot! So I needed 4 of the lightning bolts to go into the dungeon for this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
we're
important
still
to know,
tweaking
too.
that, but it is definitely a thing that we'll be adding more mechanics that kind of compete for that energy consumption, and that's what kind of balances out the different features over time, and
then
also
the other
gives
thing,
people different ways to play.
And then where's my baby mons? Is it here? No. Where'd they go?
They're the
Where am
little
I?
team icon, the little 2 people in
Huh?
the scrolly wheel navigation.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
we
you
go.
got a whole squad. Okay, goddamn.
Yeah. So
God
then
damn.
I love to see
Full
that.
stack.
So I do distribute evenly. By the way, I remember when you added that in the other version of this, and I was like, thank God, because this is a pain in the butt. So
Yeah.
this is what I usually do: is just go in, distribute evenly, and then train them up. But that threw me off, and I was like, oh shoot, I can't do that because I need it for this. So that's why I was like, I'm just gonna wait till they come on and we'll do it live. So this is the training result, and again, the animations are so cute. So these are so cute, and they get in their little energy and progressing. So there we go. Yeah, they don't have much. I haven't gone very far with them because I keep forgetting to train them. So as I tend to do.
Many such cases.
Yeah, that's why I have 2 dead ones in the graveyard. It's true.
2, that's rookie numbers. I think I've got like 80 of them.
Yeah. There's
I
my,
killed a few.
I finally just buried them. I'm like, I'm not reviving. I think I had revived them already or something. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just bad at this, and I'm going to just bury them for now. Yeah. So anyway, and then I did have one that carried over from the old version.
Made it through.
One made it through. So very cool. So what did I miss in here? Is there anything else that we should be checking out? Oh, what's this? This is the
activity.
That was
feed.
the leaderboard. The activity
feed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see everything that's going on here, everything that everyone's doing.
And you have to go, don't you, Adrienne? So Adrienne has to take off.
I'm gonna
See you,
hop.
Adrienne.
I've got an
See you,
important
Adrienne.
meeting at the US Open today.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Prof, please let me know how the dungeon goes.
I will let you know. I will share it with everybody online. Yes.
I want
You
the
will
ending, and I'm going to
Of
watch
course.
the recording later so I can find out what I missed.
Okay. See ya. Have fun.
See you later.
All the best.
And then you can also see just your activity if you want to
Yes.
see like what's happened or whatever.
And when you're on the global activity and you see someone that you like, you can actually click on them and view their activity as well.
Oh.
So if
All
you,
right. Well, I'm looking for somebody I like. Hold on.
or no,
Hold on.
sorry, that's a no, not
Just
necessarily
kidding.
like.
I'm just joking. I don't know. I was looking to see if there was anyone I knew. I might know this person. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. So you can just click on who they are,
And
and
there's a little chevron drop down to the right hand side, and it opens it up.
oh, cool.
Yeah,
Like
and
that. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Nice. So if you found this would also be a good way to find people who are playing the game, if you will. So that's very cool.
Yeah, and coming
nice.
soon, not immediately. When you click on profiles, there'll actually be little in-app profiles first, and you'll be able to send items to each other, do trades, see their Clankermon collection, and eventually battles and all kinds of other mechanics.
And there's mine. Very cool. There it is. Very cool. Ooh, we had a failed. Ooh, those are scary. Scary. That's scary. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want to see that.
And there's filters as well if you want to filter by specific interactions in the
cool.
activity feed. So I'd say this is the most this part of the app gives the biggest multiplayer feeling because you can see what other people are doing. So for me, that's my favorite part of the app for now, just the activity feed because you can see everything what's going on.
So you could see who's I can go to dungeons completed and see who's been who's good at this.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's got luck on their side today for sure.
Look.
Who's good at this? That's pretty cool. That's awesome. And then you can also
just to defend the allegations, there is green in there. It's not rigged. It's not all fails.
It's not rigged.
So
there are some people who are succeeding.
If you've only got fails, just keep going.
Yeah. There you go. Look at all that green. Look at all those victories right there.
Oh, brilliant.
That's funny. So, and you can also, so I didn't share because we were in the middle of something. But when I did my quests and got my little thing, there was a share button too that you could share to the feed, I assume, and post it.
Correct, yeah.
Very cool.
And we try to have as much unique media on all the shares as possible, so you're not seeing constantly the same thing every time. You're seeing some kind of variation of things. So yeah, hopefully that makes it a little more pleasant when you see Clankermon on your feed as opposed to seeing the exact same graphic.
Right.
I think that turns into ads for people, like banner ads. They just blank them out after seeing it for the 10th time. So we try to keep them as diverse as possible.
I love that. I think that's really helpful to have it be a little bit interesting. And your like I said, your animations and the visuals are fantastic. So you want to make sure you're getting those out there for more because they're very cool. Sure. Why isn't this going back? Come on. Well, that's good. I was just trying to get back to like having a Clankermon background.
Nice.
So very cool. And there's my graveyard again.
There's a lot of hidden buttons you can call it that you can click around. So some aren't so intuitive to click, but on some pop-ups there's an additional pop-up you can click on. So
cool.
Yeah. So just if you find it, it might give you more information.
Are there limitations to like how many baby mons you can have? I know there's limitations to purchasing a Clankermon.
You can rock 5 at a time. So
5 at a time. So I'm full.
Yeah, you fill up your team. Yeah.
5 and 5. Okay. So you can have 5 babies and 5 Clankermons, and that's it. You're maxed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. Here I am trying to give you more money just because I want more. Okay.
We might raise that limit. We want to see if we can get a few more Clankermon species in. So we have a few lined up that like our potential maybes.
Oh, cool.
So if we can get them in, we'll probably boost the max per person. It'll be nice
if you're looking to add some to the bottom of that market cap. I just launched my Retake launched my NounishProf clanker, but
I think I bought some.
But it's like, teeny tiny market cap, so it would be one that would die in every dungeon. So
we gotta get a retake one in there for sure.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Incubated baby mons. So what is the incubator? Is that when you're reviving or
no? So the incubator is when you get it to level 10. You can kind of lock it in for an incubated mon, and then that way you can keep it on ice for a later date to reveal. You could sell it as like a pack where someone has a random chance of getting current thing is, or you could just go straight from a level 10 Babymon straight into a Clankermon. So this is like an optional intermediate stage that was mostly invented because we needed
From the
something
old,
to do. I got to level 10
Yeah.
the first time around, but I actually like it as a mechanic because it creates a difference between revealing straight away because you're doing it for yourself, or you want to see what you pull from the pool. And then it also creates a way for people to maybe train them to get an incubated mon because someone else wants to take a chance at the reveal.
or you might be also releasing new ones, so maybe you want to hold it and wait and see what comes later on, or something like that too.
Or how the
And maybe
market is
reveal-
doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
The
And
rankings
are
because
doing
we
well.
add more, different
Yeah.
ones will get less and less likely to be pulled, and some of them will probably drop out of rotation from time to time. So it kind of creates this
Cool.
dynamic where the actual rosters of Clankermon in there are changing over time.
when I was playing the original Clankermon, I never got to the incubator. That, as you see, I buried two, and there were more. There were more.
Many such cases.
Yeah, I just was like, I can't. I'm not. This isn't. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle. This is more interesting. Like, I feel like there's more going on, so I'm more likely to probably keep up with it on a daily basis. But I'm definitely, I'm old, so it's not like really. I'm not the target market, but it's really fun and it's very cute.
Thank
You
you.
guys
I'll
did a
take
great
that. I'll
job.
take that.
Like,
I'll
the
take that.
Very kind of
graphics
you.
the graphics are like enticing me to want to explore more. So that is very
Awesome.
cool.
Amazing. I will take that. I think, for the record, I think we're doing everything you should not do in a mini app. But I think if we get it right, it's going to work really, really well.
We don't pay by the laws.
Don't do
It's really-
don't do any of these things.
Yeah.
No, I think you're
Aw.
doing actually exactly what you should do in the mini app. And I mean, in terms of like, daily active users, right? That is the key for anything social. Literally, like anything social, you want daily active users.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
because you're going in to train your mon every day or whatever, at least that part of it, you're getting that touch point. And then if you have other things people want to do on a daily basis, they're going to go in there every day, probably multiple times a day.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I think you're
For sure.
actually doing everything right. In terms
Yeah,
of
it's
like those
it's definitely a little bit
metrics.
heavy. It's just a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
Can be a little bit hard to understand, especially for someone that hasn't played any of these kind of click-based
Yeah, never.
RPG type games. I think there's definitely a class of people that just fall straight into it.
Yeah.
And they just get it straight away. They jump on it straight away. They get all the concepts. You see them optimizing in ways that we didn't even realize was something you could optimize for.
Oh, it's funny.
So excited to see more and more of that, but also hoping that we can keep that bridge there. That if you want to just casually log in and you just like the aesthetic of the Clankermon vibe, that we can bring that more to the forefront of the app and make it a more playful experience for those type of people, while still having.
I'm guessing it's a lot of millennials
grindy
who used
side.
to have their little Tamagotchis that they took everywhere with them, who are just, this will totally vibe for them. Like, they're just
Yeah.
going to love this. Yeah.
For sure. I feel like kidults, which is like kid adults, is like
Yes.
that's why Labubu is thriving. That's why all
Yes.
these types of companies are thriving. I feel like it's the biggest market in the world. I think if you plug social and crypto into that, I feel like that can just rip.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
we just
I
keep
agree.
going.
I think you're onto
going.
it. I really think you're onto it. We got a couple of questions in the chat that I want to just pull up. Any ETA for battles?
So day 5 right now, fighting fires every day since last Friday. Not
That's
going
a-
to throw any ETAs around.
No
for anything.
ETAs.
No
No
ETAs.
ETAs.
Is every
No.
time he gives you a destination, a date, it moves and everybody gets mad at you.
Multiply by 5.
A little bit. Launch was chaotic for that exact
Oh,
reason.
God.
But also, I feel like if we weren't posting that we were going to launch when we were going to launch every time, which we were
Right.
trying our level best to do, I feel like you just would not have seen us for 2 months because we had nothing else to talk about.
True. That's
We had
true.
Zero else to talk about. So hopefully, launch delays definitely aren't a launch strategy, but hopefully it provided some level of entertainment and the content.
It did. Oh, it did for
softened
me.
the delay blow every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did for me. But I seriously stopped pulling it into GM Farcaster because I'm like, I don't know, maybe this one. I kept pulling it up, and I'm like, I would
Yeah.
shout it out, like, oh, it's happening next week, and then I'd be like, it didn't happen, and I'm like, I did it again, and then I'm like, okay, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
Many
Oh.
such cases.
Fool
Many
me
such
once.
cases.
Yeah. We gave false hopes to a few people, unfortunately, for a while, but we got there eventually. We got
But it
there.
was funny.
Especially ourselves, man.
I laughed every
Yeah.
time I
Up
saw
to
it. I
the
was
day,
like, oh
every
yeah.
day, we're just like, no. Yeah.
Okay, Tuesday, sure. And then this, I know I can train the baby mons to level 10 max. Is level 10 also the max for Clankermon training?
No, they have higher
No.
level tiers.
They have higher levels. They go higher.
Okay. All right.
They have a level ceiling right now, which
Okay.
we'll just leave ambiguous for the minute. But that level cap will go up as well. And coming soon, we will have new player levels too. So you'll be able to go higher than level 10 as a player. We will have a little bit of an energy rebalance for some of our higher level players. So you might not be too happy with that, but it's better for the long-term health of the game that we get that out sooner rather than later and rebalance levels and make something that everybody can continue progressing, even if you're currently at level 10. So players currently level 10, Babymon's currently level 10, Clankermon higher than level 10, but no comment on what level for now.
So how do these gain levels? Is this from doing the dungeons? And
Successful dungeons.
Successful dungeons.
You'll see when you get a win.
Dungeons. Okay.
Yeah. So there's actually a bunch of mechanics with dungeons, probably too many, that you don't fully get in that pop-up. But there's like odds based off the level and stats. Then there's item drop rate, which gets worse as you get over leveled. So if you're a level 5 doing a level 1 dungeon, you're not going to get as good drops or as good of XP. There's a bunch of nice features there that's designed to give it like a longer tail.
You guys
for the
complicated the heck out of this thing. Wow. That's great.
Yeah, I think we can make it very simple for the user, but it needed a certain amount of complexity in the back end for it to properly work. Because all of these mechanics are built on chain.
I think we need...
We got another good
tutorials.
Yeah, video tutorials would be really helpful. And definitely find maybe some experienced players. Chompix, if you're in the chat, you'd be good for this. There's Nouns Esports has a lot of like players who do a lot of different things, like pro Pokemon players and things like that. Maybe you could engage them, and awesome. That would be pretty cool. This is another question. If I'm holding a Clankermon that will drop out of rotation, will I get the option to convert it to any random one that is in rotation, or some kind of way to like if all of a sudden you're taking it out, like what do you do?
No, so when we take it out of rotation, we're taking it out of reveal rotation. So it just means that it's less likely that other players are going to pull that Clankermon.
Oh, okay. So it's you can still, it's not going to just disappear or get burned.
No,
you just won't see it anymore. It'll actually start to get more rarity. Huh, interesting.
In some ways, for sure. In some ways, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that ETA is a trap. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Just going to look really quick and make sure I didn't miss any from Twitter. Very cool. Okay, I think we got all the questions. Anything we missed that you want to shout out, or anything coming up that people should be like watching for with Clankermon?
Hopefully this week we're only aiming for a stable game. We're not looking to do anything crazy this week. We just want to get as stable as possible, figure out how to control costs of operating and users having the best experience possible on every device, including iPhone 13 and 14. But I guess the closest thing that we have coming up is we will have new dungeons, new items, and new Clankermons being added. So higher level dungeons, new items, some items especially targeted at newer players to kind of improve the balance there. We'll get some like lighter energy drinks in there, maybe some orange juice or apple juice for the health conscious players in the game, because healthy Clankermon player, healthy life, you
need to partner with like Liquid Death or something and get like like water. People who don't like
stay hydrated.
Energy drinks. Yeah, stay hydrated. Like little Liquid Death. That's so funny. And then I have one other big question that honestly people keep asking me: when can we bring back trivia? Maybe like October. Give you another month.
Yes, let's see. Let's pick that up ourselves in the next like week or two. Yeah, and see what's happening there. And,
I know. I don't even want to ask you about it just while I had you here, because I'm like, I'm not going to bug them. They're clearly busy.
This was definitely the hardest push. Definitely no trivia in the next 2 weeks, but won't write it off further into the future than that. For sure.
Very cool.
I think trivia is a fantastic game as well. So it's definitely coming back. It's definitely coming back, but we just need to slot it in, deal with Clankermon first, and then see how it goes.
Awesome.
for sure.
And then, oh yeah, I saw that from Ops. Ops said next trivia should be about Clankermon. Obviously.
Yes, we will get a Clankermon trivia.
We should
game
do a
in. Whatever
Clankermon
comes
trivia.
Back next,
That'd be fun.
100%. We'll do a trivia.
That would be fun. That would be really fun.
Oh,
And then one last question: are you going to be at base camp by any chance? Did you guys decide? Did you end up playing or?
Not to our knowledge.
Okay.
Yo, Jesse, yo, Aneri, if you want us to swing through, hit us with the invite.
There was an application, so I don't know if you guys applied. Did you apply for the? I think it's still open for the apps, and I didn't end up doing the trivia one, but I didn't. I can do it but if you want. But
we got Clankermon in.
Did you get Clankermon in? Okay, good.
I got it. Yeah, like yesterday, I think. I got it in yesterday. Yeah.
All right, good. I want to make sure you did that because I think it'll be definitely one that they'll want to highlight for sure. So amazing.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see. Also, if you want to whack trivia in, we can do that this evening as well. We can load it up.
Yeah, we should. We definitely should. We should do that. We should get that done. And then is that ETA? I hear about trivia. I'm cursing it already. I know. They said 2 weeks. I said October. I think we can do a polymarket real quick.
We said no comment for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely not 2
next
weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
But I'm thinking next week, September. So that's why I've said maybe October sometime. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming and chatting. I feel so much better about putting my Clankermon in the dungeon now because I feel like I know what the heck I'm doing. Would love to see some instructional videos. Would be super helpful. I'm definitely not the person to do them, but I will occasionally stream when I'm playing just so people can. The reveal was really fun to stream. That was really fun. So if anyone's buying Clankermons, stream your reveals because the animation's so good. It's definitely fun to watch. It'll give you good content. You'll climb the leaderboard. There you go.
We'll recast it. We'll throw loads of Clankermon tokens at you through noise and stuff. So just
definitely get after it. Definitely
and
stream that stuff because it's really fun to watch. And that's it. So thank you so much for coming through, and thanks everybody for being here. We'll be back on Friday. We might be at a West Coast friendly time. We'll let you know. We may have Rocket Man from Co-Build coming on. So look for that. Need to get that confirmed. And until then, that's it, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks a million.